Okay, I'm just gonna come out and say, fuck Valentine's Day, okay?
Yeah, no, I mean, I
didn't think you could do it. No, you fucking killed Die Hard. How do you do that?
I'm kind of speechless, because, I mean, yeah, it's a Die Hard movie. It's gonna be cheesy, but...
What the fuck was that?
Yeah,
Okay.
Holy shit.
Okay, obviously we just came out of Live... What the fuck is it called now? Oh, Good Day to Die Hard, which is another stupid fucking title.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Live Free or Die Hard was dumb, but...
They're getting dumber, but either way, just what the... Valentine's Day, you destroy everything that is good in this world. It's like fucking Christmas. Yes, I said it. You can get mad at me in the comments. I don't care.
Well, I mean, I hate Valentine's myself, but, I mean, let's put all of our hate towards whatever the hell we just watched. Whatever the... I mean...
Okay. Where to begin? Just about everything was wrong here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with the first off. The big problem is the movie's only an hour and a half long. First off, for what we have here, that's too long. But second of all, that leads to a lot of pacing issues. The characters are crap. The story is stupid. Like, the story is stupid. The villain is ridiculous. All three of them.
Yeah, no, I mean, the thing is like... I mean, honestly, I didn't even give a shit about the story. Like,
no, neither did I. Everything about this movie was fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And this is just ridiculous when you consider that the first Die Hard was a fucking fantastic, smart, intelligent movie that took the audience seriously. This is...
I mean...
Okay, I was worried about this going into it because I was talking to Grant, and he said this is the same director who made Max Payne. So going into this, I was already a little concerned.
That's gotta worry a bit, right?
So I did not think it was gonna be this bad. That being said,
man.
So let's go run through the story and we'll rant off from there.
All right.
Okay, so the story in itself is incredibly stupid, which is John McClane, once again played by Bruce Willis, goes to Moscow to find his son, who he thinks is like a part of a gang thing or something like that. But no, it turns out he's working with the CIA trying to get some Russian motherfucker out of jail and trying to find a file on like a big crime boss. And then we get some weird tap dancing villain.
Whoever the hell that was.
And then it turns out the Russian guy we're protecting is really the villain, and something that makes absolutely no goddamn sense, and I'll get to the reasons why. Yeah. That's about it in a nutshell. Oh, and it ends in Chernobyl. That pissed me off.
Yeah, I mean, if you know your history, you know, Chernobyl, there was a huge, like, nuclear reactor meltdown or something.
In Chernobyl.
And it's been irradiated for, like, more than 20 years or something, like, since it happened, 80s or something like that.
Whatever it is, even as...
But yeah, no, I mean,
okay, so let's start with the first thing I knew kind of we were in trouble was when we got to the first chase scene. At the beginning of the movie, what happens is John McClane finds his son right after he escapes from court after a big old shootout when he rescues the other guy. And they have this really stupid argument thing. And then John McClane, without knowing what the fuck is going on, decides to go on this huge elaborate chase scene with him, his brother, and this absurdly hammy villain.
Yeah.
And again, I was like, do you know who these people are? Do you know what's going on? He just decides, I guess...
He wants to save us.
There are so many things wrong with just this one scene. First off, when he stops him and then demands that he talks to him, can you not tell there's something going on?
Yeah.
Problem number one. That's one of many in this scene. First off, I wanted a fucking counter on how many cars they totaled during that chase scene, because I'm pretty sure it was in like 40 from what I counted.
I think way more than that.
Probably. Either way, it's like, if you make a drinking game out of it, you're dead in 2 minutes. And then second off, again, without knowing who these people are, he runs a giant-ass truck off the road.
Yeah.
Without knowing if there was like some reason, the political reason chasing him, maybe he just did some bad shit. We don't. He doesn't know. He just kind of taking assumption and breaking God knows how many international laws, which is never brought up.
He just does it because he's fucking John McClane. That's his reason.
And here's the big sin the movie commits. It makes John McClane a whiny bitch.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is though, the first Die Hard, he was kind of whiny, but that's more like.
But he was also still a badass.
He was badass, but he kind of did the whole whiny thing, whatever, more sarcastically.
Well, he's so likable.
Yeah,
this one, it's kind of really hard to root for him because the whole time
he keeps making fun of himself because he's old. It's like, okay, we get it, Bruce Willis, you're old.
That's like, I'm okay with that. It's more like, it's like, can't you tell there's more important things going on? Like the whole CIA thing. And it's like, dude, just shut the fuck up. I never thought I'd say that about John McClane, but look what you've done to me. It's like, okay, now, admittedly, I've never seen the second or third one. Everyone who's watching my channel knows that I love the first one with a passion. I think the first one's fantastic. And I actually like the fourth one. Fourth one doesn't get a lot of love, but I liked it all right. Yeah, and it looks fucking fantastic compared to this. And this is probably, taking two in consideration, which I haven't seen, this is probably the worst. Yeah, no, oh God, it's just, with the things you were saying about just how, the pacing's just really shitty and the characters, like, you honestly, like, I didn't care about any of the characters. I didn't care about any of them. I don't even remember, like, the guy they were protecting's name, and they tried to build him up, and it's just weird thing, like, even the parts that they try to build up tension, like, right before the courtroom shootout scene, I almost fell asleep.
Yeah, no, I was like falling asleep during parts of the movie. Like, it's just
because it tries to ramp it up, so you got like the ticking of the clock and the boom, boom, boom. The problem is, like, there's no reason to care about any of it.
Exactly. It's like you just get a little blurb, like, oh yeah, why, what was it like? They just actually, the funny thing is, the main, or what's the son or whatever, he kind of gives the reason as to why this shit's going on, and I don't know, some Cold War bullshit about Chernobyl and like uranium rods or some shit like that.
Like what happens? Okay. It's really ridiculous. Like, there's some major Russian power who's trying to kill the other Russian dude who's in jail because he has some evidence on him, but that he caused Chernobyl, which pissed me off that they even brought that up. Not because of, like, I'm not worried about offending anyone. It's like, this is Die Hard, okay? Yeah, the scales are usually big, but they don't go conspiracy theory. Yeah. So it's like, that part kind of pissed me off. I was like, really? This is not Die Hard. This is a shell of what it used to be.
Exactly.
In the original Die Hard, like, McClane was actually a reasonable human being. He did all these stupid things, but he was also scared shitless that he could die at any moment. And that made the character much more relatable. Now he's just a fucking superhero.
Oh yeah, that's actually kind of funny that you bring that up. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, he, like, him and the son or whatever, when they're running away from that attack helicopter, they jump out of a building and they're just like, crashing through all these, like, raptors or whatever, and it's like, I don't know. Like,
the movie doesn't even understand physics, because I know what you're talking about. There's a part, like, a raptor turns out the guy's daughter, who they go through effort to go catch up, and I saw this plot twist going from like a mile away. Again, there's like 3 fucking plot twists in this. The first one is like the Russian dude they're trying to save has a daughter, but it also turns out it's the girlfriend of the main villain, or the tap dancing villain, or whatever. I don't know. I couldn't keep track of all the stupid names.
I didn't care either.
But and then it's in a ballroom too, so it turns out, the girl comes in, it turns out she's a villain, and she takes her father hostage, and then I'm gonna call him Bugs Bunny, because I don't think they can even give him a name till 2/3 of the way through the movie, and what happens is he has a little tattoo on his neck, that's all you really know him from, and then he comes in, and he's eating a carrot, so I'm gonna call him Bugs Bunny for the sake of convenience. But what happens is, he comes in, John McClane and his son are, of course, captured, and all hope is lost, blah, 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 blah. And then he starts dancing. For no fucking reason. Yeah, he just starts tap dancing.
And he's saying all this...
And then he kicks the guns away. It's like, I could have been the dancer. It's a declassified accent I'm doing, I don't know why.
Oh yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's weird, like, they just, and of course, like all typical, like, cliche Russian villains in your movies, they're like, you know why I hate Americans? It's because of the cowboys or something.
I know.
I don't know.
There's like 3 Russian people that say that too.
Yeah, it's
like, even the taxi driver.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, no. He doesn't hate Americans. No. He's just like, oh, I like Americans.
And they cut out a lot from the trailers too, which I thought was kind of.
They actually did.
Because I've seen the same fucking trailer for this movie like 7 times, because it's been every movie I have seen since December. Even Les Mis had a trailer for Die Hard. That's how many times I've seen this fucking trailer. But Or it's like, for some reason they replaced the "you look like a lawyer" line from, from the trailers into "I'm going to sing karaoke for 5 straight minutes and hope that you get some mild laugh out of it." That's, again, that was kind of like, oh, this is going to be really stupid. And it just got worse from there.
Oh, yeah. And then, of course, like, the final twist is the guy they're trying to save, he's the main bad guy.
And it's like, and at first I'm like, okay, admittedly, I didn't really see that coming. Then I thought, but like, wait a minute, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
Because, like, so let me get this straight. You knew, for a fact, that the guy that was trying to kill you was gonna somehow let you escape from court, was gonna get caught by a CIA agent and his father, who's there for some reason, and that their daughter's gonna get involved, and they're gonna take it to Chernobyl.
Oh, okay, yeah, the whole, okay, see.
And here's the best part. He all does this coincidentally when he calls up the guy, who he thought was originally filmed before.
Oh,
who's
yeah.
named a masseuse, and the masseuse kills him. So apparently, he had a very specific timetable for this, on top of just...
Oh, man. No,
Look what you've done to me. Look what you've done to me.
No, I mean, the thing is, like, okay, when they get to Chernobyl, it's like, okay, like, I don't know, it just, oh, God, it just, you just know that it's just, you just don't even know what the fuck to think anymore. It's like, okay, you guys are going to Chernobyl, and half of the bad guys are wearing radiation suits, and then John McClane and the son, they're not wearing any kind of,
and then the comments like,
clothing at all.
I was thinking about that too, is like, oh, yeah, like, because, like, again, John McClane being a whiny bitch, there's a scene when they're in the car together, right? And up there he goes like, Chernobyl? Like, the radiation place?
Oh, God.
And they keep bringing that up. I was like, yeah, that's actually a good fucking point. Where's the protection? Where's, like, any kind of shielding?
Okay, another stupid thing in that, last, whatever, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever, in the movie, was they get these guys to come in, and they're, like, using these vacuum cleaners or something to suck up
that was so stupid.
What the fuck is that? I mean...
Okay, they're, like, yeah, they get to the big vault where apparently radiation's been kept up for years.
Yeah.
Because there's a bunch of uranium that the main bad guy wants to use. And it turns out, like, it's too filled with radiation. We can't go in there. It's like, no, we have these magic wands that when we wave them, we'll take all the radiation away. It's like, well, that would have been useful 20 fucking years ago. Now, what is Chernobyl? That place could have been habitable in minutes, but no, you selfish pricks had to keep it to yourself. All right.
Exactly. It's like, oh, we got these magical vacuum cleaners. Let's just suck out all the radiation in here, and we'll be good to go.
Expecto Patronum. I don't know what the hell it was.
I'm not a Harry Potter fan.
Fair enough.
I don't know much about that, but no, it's like, really, guys?
No.
I know it's I know it's a fucking action movie. It's Die Hard.
No,
but
this was pushing its. Like, there's a fine line you cross between fun, stupid, and just stupid. Yeah. This, like, is dancing on the other side.
I know, yeah.
Tap dancing, oddly enough.
Oh yeah. Oh, and then the last, like, what was it, the climax of the movie where all the just crazy shit happens, like the main bad guy or whatever, he gets chased up to the roof, and the son, he catches up to, they have their little shootout or whatever. Yeah. And then like all of a sudden,
both of us had the same reaction.
Yeah, all of a sudden, okay, John McClane Jr., whatever's, I don't even remember.
I think his name is Jack.
Jack, whatever his fucking name is, Jack, he grabs the main bad guy, and the main bad guy, he's holding over the edge. He's like, oh, what are you going to do? Are you going to arrest me?
That's like, are you going to kill me? It's like, do you fight your father won't lead to see emotion? Because meanwhile, John McClane's in a helicopter right by, and he goes, no, neither will you. And then he chucks him off.
Yeah, he chucks him up. Like,
and I just started laughing my ass off, because when he's falling, this movie abused the fuck out of slow-mo, by the way.
Oh, God, yeah.
And it's slow-mo, and he just has the guy, rushing guy going,
well, I know they're probably trying to do an homage to the Gruber, whatever.
Gruber.
Yeah, Gruber's death scene, because I know they kind of had that whole slow-mo moment right before he died.
They had that going until the guy gets fucked up by a helicopter plane, which again was, I just started laughing hysterically.
Yeah, when that happened, like, I swear her daughter, the daughter was she was laughing her ass off too. She was like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. My fucking dad got chopped into pieces by my own helicopter, and she was just, I don't know. Just
Oh,
like
the irony! I know.
I know, it just looked like she was laughing her ass off there.
We were all laughing. I was laughing my ass off. That was the funniest part of the fucking movie.
I know, it's just, oh my.
And they use like the same joke like 10 fucking times.
Yeah, same old joke.
And it's not even a variation. It's just the same line where John McClane was like, "I'm on vacation."
And,
in the middle
oh
of an
my
action
god,
sequence.
yes.
They did this like 5 times, I think. At some random shootout, it's like, "Bitches, I'm on vacation. I'm on vacation. I'm on vacation." You could probably make a drinking game out of it. Quite
Probably, yeah. Once this comes out on Blu-ray, DVD, whatever.
It's like what that kind of made me laugh though. It's like again going back to the whole how they've changed John McClane to the kind of like the vulnerable action hero who has to really use his brains to outsmart his enemies. Like he was in the first one, now he's just a fucking superhero. Like the part where when the plan goes awry because of John McClane's involvement, they have to go to a safe house, and when they get there, I guess bad guys find a way to their place somehow, and because somehow like I don't know, doesn't quite make sense. They say like it traced his cell phone, but they didn't know who he was, so how do they trace his cell phone? But anyway. And then a bunch of guys, they storm the place, and then they all come through the door, and everyone's like, get down, get down. John McClane's like, fuck that shit, I'm just gonna kill every motherfucker in this room. Grabs a big-ass machine, just goes, not ducking or anything, just shooting. Yeah. And just kills every one of the bastards.
Yeah, and they're all walking through that same doorway, too. They're all falling over each other and shit. It's like, oh my god, are you serious? Wow.
There's so many of those. I was like, we just like, what am I watching?
I know, it's just
like, and just the dynamic between McClane and his son just did not work at all.
No, like there was, I don't know, I didn't feel like there was any chemistry between them.
No, and just a lot of the drama was really stupid. Like, he keeps, like, I knew for like he was going for the rebellious teenager bullshit, which he doesn't call him by dad, he calls him by John, and then like literally says twice during the course of one chase, he goes, "Damn it, McClane! Oh, damn you!"
What the fuck was that all about?
It was like that's like an Inspector Gadget villain.
I'll
get you next time, McClane. Next time. And it just gets ridiculous, and you don't buy for a second that they're actually bonding. No. Especially when like right before they go into Chernobyl, they have a weird speech.
Oh god.
Where McClane's like,
was this the car ride there? That,
no, after the car ride. It's when they're getting their vests on and stuff like that, grabbing the guns and everything. McClane's like, "Hey, despite the fact that everything went to hell today, I had a fun time."
Oh god.
Like you say that when you go to an amusement park or something like that. Now we are like killing all of Russia single-handedly.
And then, of course, they gotta throw in the "I love you, Dad." And
why do you say like Schwarzenegger?
I don't know. Well, whatever. That's fucking what.
I love you, Dad. Yeah. I love you too, son. Nom, 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 nom. Okay.
I don't know, but it just felt like it was. It just felt so tacked on. It's like.
Yeah, it really did, God. And not to mention they had. I will admit they at least gave us one explanation, but even though I don't really believe it. Like when the helicopter finally crashes and they jump through the windows into the water, all I can think of is, oh great, now you officially have cancer. Congratulations. Because like this place is supposed to be radiated for years and nobody's ready to protect the suit after like the first 5 minutes.
Exactly. Yeah, you see all the bad guys, they're in their radiation suits, and it's like, oh, okay, well it looks like they're good to go. But John McClane and Jack, whatever, they're running in there with guns drawn, and they're not even wearing like, even a fucking mask or anything like that. It's just, oh god, it just, I don't know, it doesn't make sense.
It's like, well, to make a good action movie, the main character, at the very least, has to be likable.
Yeah.
And in this case, no one here is likable.
No.
You don't give a shit about any of it.
Oh, no.
Like, I don't care about Jack. I don't care about strange Russian man and his daughter. I don't even care about John McClane.
No, yeah, all we know is I want to be on vacation, or I'm on vacation.
Like, I'm on vacation, I'm on vacation. I will admit, they did use, they finally said yippee-ki-yay motherfucker for the first time in like years, and I will admit, it was kind of a good use for it.
I don't know, it just felt a little too, it just felt a little too tacked on. I mean, all he did was just...
I'm looking for whatever highlight I can get out of this, so
there was no highlight. I mean, I don't know, honestly, there was no highlight in the movie. It was just... it was just really stupid. I mean, honestly, wow. I mean, I didn't have a lot of high expectations for this. Again, it's an action movie, Die Hard.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed The Last Stand, but again, that's because the characters were inherently likable.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, the characters you actually kind of,
I mean, not necessarily cared, but you liked them all right.
Yeah, they weren't really that annoying. Besides maybe like the main villain who did jack shit.
Pretty much. But it's like, I mean, I liked Schwarzenegger. He was pretty cool. I like those characters, but this one's like, I don't like any of you. I don't care about any of you. I don't care what's gonna happen. So why should I care what happens? It's like, why should I give a shit? Like, it doesn't really give me a reason to. Like, especially when for the first half of the movie, John McClane doesn't even know what the hell's going on. and he never bothers to ask, either. Like, even when I get to the safe house, he never bothered to ask, like, well, what's the file? Like, what's in the file? Why do you want this guy? How's this guy's important? Like,
that's funny that you mentioned that. Like, I never noticed that either until you pointed that out. I'm like, oh, okay, that's right. Yeah, he didn't really... I don't think he really cared. He just wanted to see his son, and that's it.
Yeah, like, that's what... And even then, like, during all this crap that's going on, it's like, well, I'm gonna take you home. It's like, there's clearly more important things going on right now. Yeah. You've been on 4 of these fucking adventures. You should know this by now. You should know when shit has hit the fan.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Yikes. Yikes. That's all I can really say.
It's like, and we didn't need another, like... father-son thing. We don't need McClane to have a team up.
No, I mean, like...
He's enough on his own.
Yeah, well, I mean, was there even any, like, was there any references in the other movies about him mentioning a son?
No, he has a son in the first movie.
Oh, okay, well...
But he's a little kid in that one.
Oh, okay, well...
It's very brief. It's only like a couple seconds to mention he has a daughter and a son. So there is context for that, but...
Okay.
That doesn't necessarily mean it works at all well. It doesn't.
No.
Like, maybe if it had more time, maybe it had more clear direction, this could have been interesting, because, like, the Die Hard franchise has a reputation of having fairly intelligent stories. Well, maybe 2 and 4 aside. Well, it's like, the first one anyway, it's like, it does have an intelligent story. It has a great villain. Like, this, I think this franchise, more than many others, has a bit of a higher reputation. But this is as low as you can go.
Yeah, no, I mean, wow, god damn.
It's like, that's really what it comes down to. It's like, you know what? They really need... Bring Alan Rickman back. I don't care how. I know his character died in the first movie, but find a way. Okay, make him a cyborg. I don't care. Just get some fucking talent in here.
Yeah. No.
Get a clear direction. Fix the pacing problems. Like, because this movie... It's jumped so quickly into son goes, I hate you. Damn you, McClane. Damn you. And he calls him John the whole movie, which kind of annoyed the shit out of me. It's like, really? Are you like, what, 15? Like, didn't you get out of this rebellious teenage phase like years ago? And did they even elaborate as to what happened between them?
No, I don't. No, it never did.
Because I know I missed a couple minutes because I went to the bathroom.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything. All that happened was, I guess Jack was, injured or something after they jumped out of that.
Yeah, I remember that part.
Something, and
like
nothing happened.
I stayed long enough just to figure out what the fuck was in that stupid file that everyone wants, and it's on fucking Chernobyl, and that just... They might as well just brought up 9/11. It's the same stupid level of conspiracy.
No, I mean... Oh, man. No, I mean, the whole... Oh, God. I mean, I wish they could have just left out the whole Chernobyl thing, and it just...
They could have
just said, instead of Chernobyl, let's just put it in a abandoned Soviet bunker,
that would have worked fine. It's like, this is Die Hard. That doesn't belong in Die Hard. A lot of this doesn't belong in Die Hard. This is ridiculous.
Jesus. Yeah.
But the tap dancing villain, I guess he was trying to be memorable. He just came off really stupid. And like there's so much wrong with this. But like, again, coming back to the first movie, it's like, the first one was really thought out. Yeah, there are some stupid things about it, but not too much. Not enough to kill it.
It was just, that was more like, I guess, tongue-in-cheek, right? With the...
Well, it was like mostly the police chief and those were stupid, I admit. But like, even then, it was thought out. Like, it was pretty much as realistic as action movies are going to get, essentially. Like, John McClane was afraid. He had to think through his moves carefully. He had to take them out one by one. Like, that makes sense, in a way. Because, like, you can't just take on a fucking army by yourself. That's not going to work. And then you had the villain, who was amazing. Alan Gruber was a fantastic... Not Alan Gruber. Hans Gruber was I was thinking Alan Rickman and Hans Gruber, so blame it on that. It's like... Hans Gruber was a great villain. Yeah. He's one of the best. And they had great chemistry together.
They did.
It's like, but here, there is none of that. It is like the laziest attempt at a Die Hard movie I've ever seen. Again, I haven't seen 2 and 3. It's on my list, but...
I mean, honestly, they could have, just made this into any generic action movie, and you wouldn't notice.
It didn't need to be Die Hard.
Yeah, no. You wouldn't even, notice any, like, differences. If it was like, instead of John McClane and Die Hard, whatever. You could have thrown in, I don't know, whoever's big right now, Jason Statham or something.
Hey, you could have still even used Bruce Willis, but you just didn't need to call it a Die Hard movie.
Yeah.
It's...
Well, I mean, speaking of Bruce Willis, I mean, with the trailer, some of the trailers that they were showing before, they had that G.I. Joe.
Okay.
G.I. Joe.
So I think we said all I've said about the movie. So let's just jump right in the trailers.
Yeah.
First one, we got Jack the Giant Slayer again for me. I have a feeling this is being the next one I'm going to see like every week until it comes out on March 1st, which is going to piss me off by the time it finally comes out. The one thing I'm glad about this movie is that I never have seen our Die Hard trailer.
Oh.
That's the one highlight. I don't want to see that fucking trailer again.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had Jack the Giant Slayer, which looks pretty stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Bryan Singer, so it might be good from a tongue-in-cheek standpoint, but it still looks pretty stupid.
Yeah.
And then what else was there?
Yeah, then there was that G.I. Joe movie, which looked entertaining, I guess.
I actually liked the first G.I. Joe movie. I'm kind of minority of that because it was really cheesy, but I kind of liked it because of that.
Oh. Yeah,
like, I love it. Like I like it as a good bad movie.
Oh.
Like something you can easily make fun of, and it's just cheesy as fuck.
Yeah. And then they had what was it? There was some other movie that Dwayne Johnson's in.
Oh, Snitch.
Yeah.
That actually didn't look that bad.
That looked kind of neat.
Like I thought that looked pretty good. I mean, granted, it kind of looks like Walking Tall too, but.
Yeah.
Minus the giant wooden stick, but I actually thought that one looked pretty good, all things considered. At least in the crop of movies I've seen lately, it looks fucking fantastic. There was one more we got. What was that?
Fuck, I'm blanking right now.
It was something.
I'm kind of blanking right now.
It was something that was kind of mediocre. I'm completely blanking. It was right after Jack the Giant Slayer. I know that.
Fuck, I don't remember honestly. I don't remember. It was. I remembered. It was that magic show. It was a magician movie.
Oh
with,
yeah,
Steve Carell and,
that's
Steve
the comedy with Steve. I forget what it's called. I know it's on my list of things to eventually see this year, but the one with Steve Carell and Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I mean, a few good laughs in there.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably wait for it to probably either wait for it to come out on DVD or just go see a matinee of it or whatever.
I don't know. I'll be there for better or worse.
No.
But it doesn't look bad. I like Jim Carrey. I like Steve Carell, so I'll give it a shot. I kind of have no choice at this point since I've dedicated so I'm taking a good portion of my life to this thing now. but
yeah, but
you got anything else?
Well, I mean, all I can say is, don't even bother wasting your money.
Nope.
It's fucking terrible. Honest. Well, I mean, it's not fucking terrible.
I mean, I've seen far worse, all things considered. But
there are worse movies out there. But you can skip this one. Honestly, you're not really missing a whole lot.
I know your options are kind of slim in theaters right now because this or identity theft. Pretty much. Yeah. Which, I'm sorry, I'm not seeing it. I've seen too many shitty movies so far, and I still gotta sit the beautiful creatures. So,
oh boy.
So, this is a shell of what Die Hard used to be, what it could be.
Yeah.
The franchise can and has delivered so much better than this. Even 4 wasn't that bad in comparison to this.
Yeah, I mean, 4. I know a lot of people.
People like
4.
People like to hate on 4. I can see why. I mean, it's PG-13. It was it was the start of the John McClane superhero thing.
Yeah,
but I get it, but at least the story was thought out.
Yeah,
or at least more so.
Yeah, and at least with the daughter, what's her name? Well, the actress Mary Elizabeth Winstead, but at least she kind of had, I don't know, she kind of had her moments that were okay, but I don't know. I mean, at least that movie was, like you said, it was somewhat enjoyable.
It was watchable.
Yeah, it was watchable.
We didn't sit there thinking, oh my god, when is this gonna end?
Yeah. I mean, that's my thought. Yeah, that was actually my thought too when I was watching this latest Die Hard movie. I was like, just seriously waiting for it to end. I'm like, this is kind of gone on too long here, what?
I mean, this was clearly rushed. This was clearly poorly thought out. I feel like there's almost a half hour of character development from this.
Yeah, I feel the same way too, man.
But I feel like a lot was cut out. I feel like this was maybe it could have been good if it done the right director,
better script,
or even then it's like better actors.
Yeah.
But it's like nothing was developed. Everything was so rushed that you didn't have time to really absorb any of it. You didn't have time to care about any of it.
Yeah.
The attempts to build up tension failed miserably. The plot twists are stupid and make no sense.
They're pretty predictable too.
Yeah, I mean, like you see
with the daughter. I mean,
the daughter. I saw that coming
I
as
saw
soon
that
as like
coming.
they blurred the image. It was like, oh, I see what they're doing. They're setting this up to be like the big reveal.
Yeah.
And then they did it again later in the movie.
Man.
But just don't watch it. It's not worth your time and your money. Just go home.
Go home, watch the first Die Hard.
Watch
There
the
you
first
go.
Die Hard and then drink a beer like a man. Like let me put it this way. If I didn't do this, I would probably use it for a future review. Like a future full length. I actually took the time to edit review.
No.
That I do once in a while when I'm still working on the Cars too. But yeah, I think that's about all we got. So you got anything left?
No, man, I pretty much said my piece. So.
Okay. Well, I think we're done here. So we'll be back later this week, either this weekend or next Thursday. I think one of the two because of scheduling issues. Look at the beautiful creatures.
What's next after that?
It's after that. Fuck, I don't know. Something shitty, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I've seen so many shitty movies so far. My will is becoming increasingly broken.
Well, sorry, man. I mean, I don't.
It's the January, February months. They release like all the horrible shit like in these months. They wait and then they just shove it out the door.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true.
Like most people who've done reviews, I haven't seen many people brave enough to do movie 43. So as far as I'm concerned, that makes me braver than most.
Well, there you go. There you
That's
go.
my small little victory.
Balls of steel, man. Balls
of steel. I will go see the shitty stuff, which means I'm dragging someone to see Smurfs 2. I don't care who I have to
Oh, fuck. Don't drag me to see that. Do not drag me to see that.
do. I'll bribe the shit out of you.
Okay, well, man, on how much you bribe me.
We'll discuss it when the time comes.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay, I think we're done now. We're just rambling. So I'll see you all in Beautiful Creatures, and then God help me what's next. So see you all later.
See ya.